is this beautiful 3-petal motif with a long stem. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the trefoil number 1 motif. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. So you're going to start with a slip knot, and we're going to start with row 1. For row 1, you want to chain 16. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And now we're going to do a slip stitch into the first chain. So we're going to find that first chain that you made, insert your hook into it, then grab the yarn and pull through to close. And this is going to be our first loop that has been formed. Now we're going to do a chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we're going to do a slip stitch into the same chain as the last slip stitch. So into basically the very first chain that you made, we find that, insert your hook into it, grab the yarn and pull through. And now that is our second loop. We want to do that one more time because we want a total of 3 loops. So you're going to chain 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now we're going to do a slip stitch into the same chain as before. So we find that chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull through with a slip stitch. And now you've got 3 loops. So now we're going to work around them. You're going to chain 1, and then you want to work 28 single crochets into the next loop. So we can start with this one here. Around it, you want 28 single crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 28 total. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just did my 28 single crochets around the first loop. Now, basically what we want to do is do a slip stitch into the same chain that you did your previous slip stitches. So you want to find that chain, insert your hook into it, and now do a slip stitch. I gotta make sure that I pull my loop out of the way there. And now we're ready to move on to the next loop, and you want to do the exact same thing. You want to do 28 single crochets around this next loop. And when you finish off, you're going to do a slip stitch into the same chain that you've been doing the slip stitches into. Basically, it's kind of the center of the 3 loops. So here's 4 single crochets. I'm going to do a total of 28. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll see you when I'm done. All right, I just finished my second loop. So I did 28 single crochets around, and now I'm going to find that center chain where I've been doing my single crochets into. So I can find that center, insert my hook, and now do a slip stitch. And now I'm going to finish off by doing the very last 28 single crochets in the last loop and doing that slip stitch into the same middle chain. So I'm going to do 28 single crochets. I'm going to see you when I'm done this third loop. Okay, so I just did my last 28 single crochets, so my last loop. And now I'm going to do my last slip stitch into the center where I've been doing all of my slip stitches. And now we're going to continue on to row 3. This finishes row 2 with doing your loops. Now for row 3, we're going to start by doing a slip stitch into each of the first 3 single crochets. So basically the first 3 single crochets of the next loop, into there you're going to do a slip stitch into each one of them. That's my first, second, and third. And now we're going to chain 1 and flip our work. We're going to do a single crochet into the same stitch as the last slip stitch. So basically where you have done your chain 1, into there you can do a single crochet. And now we're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 23 single crochets. So we're skipping these guys here. We're skipping the where you did your slip stitches. We're going to find the next loop basically. Into that first single crochet, do a single crochet. And you want to do basically 23 single crochets around. So this is my second one, then third, fourth, fifth. I'm going to do 23 of these, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just did my 23rd single crochet. As you can see, the actual loop has gotten thicker. And now to continue on, we're going to skip the next 4 single crochets, which is the last 4 single crochets of this loop. So you're skipping those, and then you're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 24 single crochets. So you find the first single crochet of the next loop, insert your hook into it, single crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do that 24 times. I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just finished my 24th single crochet. So now basically we want to do the exact same thing, but on the next and final loop. So we're going to skip the next 4 stitches and then find that first one of the next loop, the first single crochet, into it do a single crochet, and do a single crochet all the way around, essentially just leaving the last 4. You're going to skip those, but I'll see you when you're there. You're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 24 stitches, and I'll see you when you're there. Okay, I lied. For this loop, you actually end up doing the 24th single crochet in the very last stitch. You already skipped the 4, so ignore my previous instructions. For this last loop, you're going to do 24 single crochets around, and you're going to finish the last one off in the last single crochet of the loop. Now we're going to continue the row repeat. You're going to chain 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And now you're going to work 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So you skip the first one, into the second, 1 single crochet. This is going to be our stem that we're working on right now. Now we're going to work 1 single crochet into each of the next 15 chains. So you do 1 single crochet into each of the next 15 chains, and I'll see you when you're done. All right, so I just finished my 15th single crochet. That should bring you to the very end of that chain 17 that you did. So now to finish off this row, we want to do a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the row. So this one here, let me see if I can show you a little closer. It's basically the first single crochet that went on top of the previous row of the first loop. So we find that single crochet, insert your hook into it, and do a slip stitch. And now you'll see that the stem actually closes off and like connects the gap between this loop and this loop. So now you can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, and here we have it. This is so cute. It's a 3-petal kind of leaf with this little stem. I like this a lot. I think this is really, really cute. I'm not too sure where I would use it. So if you have an idea, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's just a nice little addition as like a leaf if you have a really big bouquet. This could also work as an applique. Maybe sewing the leaves on top of a surface but leaving this kind of hanging could be cute. Really cute motif. Looks like this. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.